With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Carolina Panthers. Antonio Andrews now. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Hey.
Defense showing blitz.
You're getting outside head.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. And he's got the hook up with Anthony Fasano. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Okay. Hey. Hey.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that brings up 4th down.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no room in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
Hey.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. First carry for Jonathan Stewart. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I have to take a second here and talk about Greg Olsen, the tight end for the Carolina Panthers. Third straight year over 1,000 yards in receptions. And guess what? That's the first time that's ever happened in NFL history. 3 straight years by a tight end.
That's really something. Now 31 years of age. They're going to need him next year to turn it around because a very disappointing season.
Not the season anyone expected, least of all the Carolina Panthers, but he's a building block that they can go ahead and get back to form starting in 2017.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. The starting defense for the Titans.
Terrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
Second down following the incompletion. To the air again. Newton can fight it. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hit 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
I just know what my dog looks like right now. Just sitting down looking at me. No, just take it down. That's an heated one too. He's seen the first one I sent you.
Working out of the gun, Mariota looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back.
He was pretty.
And so close.
Yeah, he was pretty fucking good.
Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we'll put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Draw play, Newton to Stewart. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'm actually surprised they didn't get out of that play. I didn't see anyone pressing the line of scrimmage for the defense.
To throw on second down is Newton. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get the 3, but you know what's happier? The defensive team on the other
side,
they shut them down after the turnover.
Wow.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
Murray the lone setback. Mariota now on second down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. And that takes us from second to third down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. And the D looking like they may blitz. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it's good enough for a Tennessee 1st down. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Murray the lone setback. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Backing up. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And oh, he caught it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up. But
you had to fumble that damn ball?
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right,
you fumbled.
For 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
The play clock's running down. To throw is Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing on third down, Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Give them 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Titans a 1st down. Murray the lone setback. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. His tight end, Philip Supernall, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
The 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
Brandon, believe it or not, the first time I saw Rashard Matthews play was a practice session at the University of Nevada in preseason when he was there. And I remember I couldn't take my eyes off of watching him practice, because I had not seen that young man before, and I thought, boy, he can be a special player, and I think he's turning into one in Tennessee.
Yeah, and Miami never was really the go-to option, but last year, let's see, 945 yards, 65 catches, 9 touchdowns, all easily career highs.
Began the season really as the number 2 or number 3 receiver in Tennessee, and before halfway through the year, he'd become the number 1 option for Marcus Mariota.
Red zone opportunity. Mariota going to give it to his fullback. This is Jalston Fowler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Working out of the gun, Mariota looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
They go back to Stewart on first. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Newton now on second down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin.
Kelvin Benjamin bounced back from an ACL injury in 2015 to really good health in 2016 and had a 100-plus yard game early in the season, so it looked like he was all the way back. But Brandon, the rest of the year, never broke 100 yards again.
That is hard to believe. He had a stretch late in the season. He went 18 yards, 11 yards, 20 yards. That's just not what you expect from him and the Panthers.
Not at all. I don't think it's all his fault, but they're going to be looking for another breakout season from him next year.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first down throw for Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
2 yards to go here on third down. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on third and short. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Alright, I'm here now. Alright, I'm here now.
Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. First half in
I just
the
been
books.
off all
You're
day
watching
with the
the
field goals.
NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Newton to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot. But there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, it's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and mini camps. You get to see them on the field for the first time. And we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Completes it to Dixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
On first down, it's Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Play clock winding down. Off play action. Newton. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Stewart is the lone setback. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw, Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Titan football.
Oh, really?
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go back to the air here after the INT. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though.
You know you can always throw it away,
I
right?
think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys.
How long you been playing?
Wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back to that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude it? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll run the option left. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Oh, what the fuck going on with this damn kicking shit today?
And Gano is going to miss this
Something
one
like
left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession.
I don't
What do
normally
you
miss
think went
field
wrong,
goals.
Charles?
I
It looked
don't.
like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
It's like the 7th one I missed today.
Murray the lone setback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll come out in the pistol. Second down, Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd down, Mariota on the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and
And now with the play clock about to run out, Mike Mularkey's going to use a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Everything counts.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll throw again. Mariota. And
What?
Finds his target. It's sharp. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp, 30 yards. And the Titans
well,
are able to
time
make this
now.
a close game
It's
again.
game time now.
And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, why you keep
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Panthers are going to get a 1st down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost it.
Oh, get the ball. What the?
It's picked up by the Titans. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent.
Don't do that no more.
You got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Yeah.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Mariota. And the third down pass falls incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
Yeah, you could close it out. You can shut it down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the ball doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He may try and run for this. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
No. Let me see. Oh my God. Everybody get ugly.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. After the run, Newton going to throw. Going to throw deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And this over went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He's back to throw, and complete to the tight end Walker, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On now is Ryan Suckup for the... And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this,
don't froze the kicker one good time. I had to do it. I had to do it.
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coaches always talk about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move on.
Or you want to go for
That's
seconds.
tough because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact, I think you and I were both just shocked that he did not get through the post, and they end up walking off the field losers.
Uh-oh. Oh, you got to re-up.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.